sorry, go back into programming. There's my number 1 of 10, or 1 of 15. So that's 10, 50, 10. I use that for strengthening primarily, but it also works really well for pain. Okay. 5, 15, 10. This is 5-second contraction, 15-second rest, 10 minutes on. I tried that for a while. I still use it. Some of my best results with treating headaches I've used with this. But I don't know, I'm trying other things as well. So I keep it on there, but I don't use it very often right now. 5 hertz for 10 minutes. So 5 hertz is, and it's written down as a tens, but it's a very powerful tens, the way I have it set up. But it's 5 hertz, which I think is optimal for aerobic conditioning and circulation. So rather than having a rest period, it's just going on, just going bum, 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 just to increase circulation. So if I'm trying to prevent, say, a blood clot after someone's had surgery, 5 hertz for 10 minutes is probably what I'm going to go to. Or if I'm going to try to increase circulation to someone's legs that maybe has neuropathy, and I'm trying to get circulation down there, or they have, what do they call that with the pain? If they have claudication, intermittent claudication, I might use 5 hertz to try and just get circulation down there. I don't think it builds much in the way of strength, but it pumps blood. I did that to my legs in entirety one time, and it got my resting heart rate, or my heart rate, which was sitting there at baseline at 50 something, got it up to 126. Probably not as much as running, but pretty good for sitting there watching TV. Okay, so that's 5 hertz, 10 minutes. Then I've got 5 hertz, 30 minutes. So that's just a 30-minute workout of circulation, which is probably better than 10 if you have the time to spare. Frequency mod 10s. This is a favorite of a lot of patients. And what I did is frequency mod 10s is not that uncommon, but what I did was I was just playing around with a lot of different parameters and tried to think of what would feel best to me. And so those individual parameters are set into this. And I can modify or see what they are. I don't even have it memorized, but if I push FN and +1, so right there it says FN with the up arrow to modify, I'll do that. And now I can go into, this first setting would be to change the name, go down onto continue, and I can see that it's a TENS program, has 1 phase lasting 10 minutes, number phase 1, phase duration 10 minutes, program name, I'm using a symmetric TENS, and these are all things I can change or not. Type of modulation, frequency modulation, which means it'll be the frequency which it hits you is like a bum, 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 slow up to a fast, bum, 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 bum. So I start off at 2 hertz at the low end, so bum, 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 and press OK, and I end up at 80 hertz, bum, 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 to 80 hertz, and it comes back down. So it's like a changing thing. It's very comfortable. I set my workout pulse width at 450 microseconds, which is the widest this machine allows, which happens to be wider than any machine I know of in the US of A, which is why I like it. Workout duration, it's going up and down over a 15-second interval. I played with all these and picked what felt best. 15 seconds felt best. And I just confirmed to save everything as it was. And that's my Freak Mod 10s. So I use that program if I'm just trying to decrease pain, probably increases circulation, probably doesn't increase strength very much. And I think 10-50-10 decreases pain very well. But I'll use this if I don't want to cause a contraction, like someone just had surgery or they have anxiety about a hard contraction. So I'll use this, or just if I want to give someone a massage, or if they've already done a strength training program but they still have some pain and they want to try to reduce it without overworking their muscles. So then I'll use Freak Mod 10s for 10 minutes. People said it feels better than an hour massage. Okay, Freak Mod 10s for 30 minutes. So if you just want a longer duration, there it is. Okay, this is a 10-50, 10. I can only make my thing so long. So I just wrote 10-50 plus a 5 hertz 30. So this is a two-phase program. So I'm doing 10-50-10 to try and increase muscle strength, followed by 30 minutes of 5 hertz to improve circulation. So if I'm trying to increase, so for neuropathy or intermittent claudication, which is why I wrote these programs, or wrote this program, I want to do something to make the muscle stronger, but then I also want to give it a good darn aerobic workout, which might be too painful to do if someone has the claudication. If you try walking, it just hurts your legs too much. This feels, so far in the patients I've had try it, they liked it. So that's the 10-50/5 Hertz 30. 2-2-10, it's 2 on, 2 off, 10 minutes. I think that's more of an endurance program. However, some people like that for abs. I was definitely sweating after doing that. I feel like it maybe doesn't give you enough rest period for the next contraction to be very hard, but some people like it. Do I use it very often? No. Do I set it up on my patients very often? No. However, all the girls in here that like to train their abs over lunch, they really seem to like that one. So I don't know if it's better or if they like it, but I wrote it and I saved it. Okay, this is 5, 10, 10. So this is a 5-second on, 10-second off, 10-second contraction. I did this one for headaches, which I haven't tested out a lot, but basically getting a 5-second hard contraction with 10 seconds of rest. But in that rest period, and actually in all the rest periods now, I have a 5 Hertz contraction. So I like 5 Hertz. It's my favorite frequency for circulation. So what I did is intersperse 5 Hertz during the rest period of this. In theory, it's pretty good. People that have had headaches have tried it, have really liked it. However, the next one, 10 on, 10 off for 10 minutes, I feel like it might be better, slightly better. So I've got a 10-second relatively hard contraction that I use for my headache treatments. Then I've got a 10-second rest. But in that 10-second rest, I'm getting 5 Hertz of aerobic dun, 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 to increase circulation for 10 minutes. And I think if I were trying to really increase muscle strength, my contraction is too long and my rest is too short. However, if I'm just trying to really fatigue out a nerve and fatigue out a muscle, which I think maybe that is what I'm trying to do for headaches. If you have migraines and the nerves and vascular relation is kind of going nuts, I am just trying to tire them out. So it's my latest theory on headache treatments, and it's my newest thing that I'm testing out. People that have tried this said felt good and it did decrease headaches, and this was maybe their favorite one. So I'll maybe come up with something better, or this might, I don't know, couldn't tell you, but this is my favorite one for now for headache treatments. And then if you scroll down, I have an empty 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those are all empty to write in new programs. But probably before I write things in, I'll probably just subtract some stuff off that I don't use that often. But anyone that buys one can just go in here and push OK to type. Then they can name their program whatever they want by scrolling back and forth, pressing enter, and then continuing through and picking up the various. You can pick an EMS current, a TENS current. You can select your number of phases up to 4. So you can set 4 30-minute programs and have it run you for 2 hours if you wanted to, which I wouldn't want to. You set your duration, how many minutes you want your treatment to be. You pick your stimulation, which can be continuous, which is what I use for strength. Continuous would be what I'd use more for TENS. It's dun 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 on. Or for intermittent is on then off, which is what I use for strength training. And type of modulation, constant, which is what I use for strength training or endurance. Frequency modulation is what I sometimes use for pain. And in a different one, it'll give me a amplitude modulation. I would have had to have gone into probably a TENS program. Pick your workout frequency, how many contractions you want per second. That's the start. This is to finish. So if you wanted to go up and down, it would not necessarily show me this, but apparently I went into a frequency modulated TENS when I push next. Pulse width starts as low and goes low as you want. Low just means weaker. 50 is a weak contraction. 450 is the strongest contraction you can get. I set all my machines at 450. Some people believe in different pulse widths for different muscle groups. Good for them. I don't. I just go 450 for all of them. This is the ramp. For ramp up duration, if I'm doing muscle strengthening, I set these all at 2500 which is 2.5 seconds. How long I want my thing to be on. Ramp down, I set them at 500. Boom, 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 just going through the different stuff. Confirm. Yeah, and I'll erase that out because I was just messing around, but that's how I program.